Morning internet, and welcome to a very sunny El Chorro. Well, we're outside El Chorro, a little town called Ardelis. Normally we'd be almost in the water now, but because they've had no rain for the last, well, real meaningful rain in the last 2 years, so we're about 400 metres, 500 metres to the edge of the water. We're taking the dogs down for a swim in a little while. Our Belle sat there fly catching. I'll get one in a minute, Dad. I will, promise. So she's promised she'll catch a fly. She's a Spanish dog now, got a Spanish passport. Rory, I think it's going to be Portuguese. So roughly this week, what we're going to rough plan is spend a few days here in the countryside, middle of nowhere, just chilling out. Got all of site set up for solar now. Jan's just doing a lunch in the slow cooker off the Jackery. That's been a godsend, that Jackery. It's absolutely brilliant. 1000-watt Jackery. A lot of flies though. So we're going to take the dogs down for a walk in a bit, down to the reservoir for a swim, cool off. We're going to spend a few days here, and then we're probably going to drop back into Fuengirola for our final night with friends. Then we're going to move up down the coast, up to Tarifa. A couple of places I've earmarked I'd like to stay at, and then go into Portugal. Before we get to Portugal, I just want to do a bit of groundwork, speak to 1 or 2 estate agents, preferably Quero. They've got a couple of pieces of land I'm interested on one of the rivers. So with that, I'm going to carry on doing my little bit of editing, get my storylines together, and then we're going to go down to the beach. See you now. We're en route down to the reservoir. It's a much longer walk these days now. They've had no rain for a couple of years, or much rain to fill the reservoirs, but this is the route down. Dogs are really enjoying themselves anyway. Funny, Dalmatian, he's only 1 or just over, and she's 10, and like our last one, the Dalmatian just follows her wherever she goes, so any mischief he gets to, he's in it. Well, the countryside around here is beautiful, it really is nice. It's a place I'd like to live. We've talked about it many times. A nice little village called Ardels, which we may go in and show you, which is really nice. Just a small town really, rather than a big village, whatever you want to call it. Still get out of breath a bit. Need to do a bit more exercise, I think. But yeah, really nice part of the world this. You're only an hour from Malaga, and probably slightly less to the airport, so the connections are really good, and the property price is a big difference from here than on the coast. This camera's probably all over the shop because I'm trying not to trip up, even though it'd make good viewing, but I'd rather not. So that's the track we're going down, and I'll see you at the lake. Well, hello internet, we've left El Chorro now. Had a little bit of lunch there in a garage cafe. It's quite nice, but we're now up at Ronda. We're on, if you like, the far side of Ronda from the coast side, so it's about 10-minute walking, 10-15 minute walk into the big high level bridge there that everyone photographs, and the bullfighting ring. So this is where we are. So just pan round. There's a few vans parked alongside this road, so I thought we'd give this a go. Jan's just doing the security stuff on the van and shutting all the blinds, keep the heat out as well because it is warm. About 28 degrees we recorded at El Chorro. We're down to about 22 here, but we are high, so it makes it a bit cooler. So we're just going to have a walk into Ronda itself, and we'll take you with us. Cheers. Well, we're just making our way now through Ronda, through the back streets of Ronda. This is the bit the tourists don't see, because they always come in from a different direction, straight over the bridge and park up. But it's very much like Mijas, very picturesque. A lot of the buildings are painted more or less the same, so I'm wondering if that's a council thing. Yeah, Rory, the nose is permanently on the floor. Right, to get. So yeah, we're going to carry on walking up this rather steep incline and then hang a left somewhere, and hopefully we'll be on track for the city centre. Well, we've just walked off from one of the main squares anyway, and we're just walking down towards the bull rink. Really nice little streets, loads of bars and restaurants, and that's the bull rink there. And off to the left we go down to the very famous bridge, which everybody goes to have a look at. So we're going to grab ourselves a drink first and then just chill for a bit. It is warm. I'll catch you later. Well, we found ourselves a nice little bar down one of the side streets. Most of the cafes won't serve you drinks, but you have to eat as well. It's a bit of a pain, so gagging for a pint. So we've got a nice pint. Jan's got herself a nice half a lager there. Just rooting the first, I thought she'd root it for £4. Dogs are all panned out on the curl floor. So yeah, life's good at the moment. So we've got onwards and upwards. Well, we've had a couple of beers and very welcoming they were, so we just have a little walk around this nice little park in the shade. All little artisan stalls selling just tart really, what all homemade stuff. Jan's laughing because I call it tat, but this is typical. Yeah, artisan tat. The main street up there where we just come from. Yeah, so we're just having a nice little stroll around with the dogs in the shade. But it's hard work for these as well. Alright, there are lots of dogs then. Well, we've just walked over to a vantage point, and what a view it is. I'll just spin the camera around and you can see what I'm looking at. There's Jan with the dogs. And there's Mowgli Mush again. There's so many different vantage points to look at the gorge properly here. And this is quite a new one, we've not been here before. So we're just going to walk over to the bridge and you can see that one. And here we have the famous bridge that everybody comes to see in Ronda. Looks like it's 3 bridges built into one. You can't really see anything from the top. It's just a long way down at people to photograph from and do stupid things for Instagram. But other than that, it's just a bridge. There's a few little viewing spots, so I'll just get us across to one and you can have a look and you can see. But other than that, it's just a damn good view. There's a walkway there that you can walk under it, but I think I'd give that a miss. Oh, yeah, you can park down there. I've seen a few YouTubers park the vans down there, but we've got our spot on the other side of town. But yeah, that's the bridge in Ronda. And much the same view on the other side. Sweet, onwards. Well, good evening internet. We're parked up just off the well, almost the town centre I suppose of Ronda. We're not parked at the side of the roads. A couple of other camper vans, motorhomes here. It's not a park for site find or whatever. Park for nights. That's it. Jan's just correcting me. So Jan's just sorting the cooking out. So what are we having tonight, Jan?
We're going to have chicken and garlic with rice.
Yeah. Chicken and garlic and rice it is then. I was expecting something more then. Well, this is the view out the sliding door anyway. And there's just mountains all around. And it's nice and green. Dogs are fed and watered. I'm on orange juice at the moment. I've got to try and be good. I'm trying not to have a drink in the van, so I'll send you down once all the beers have gone. Don't buy any more. Just some nice cordially fruit juice, Coca-Cola, stuff like that. Just trying to behave because it's too easy to every time you stop do a bottle of wine a piece. I want to get out of that habit and just be a bit more healthier while we're on the road. So we're going to have our tea and I shall see you on the next one. Cheers now. Well, hello folks, we've left Ronda on the 366. It's a mountain road that takes you down to Ardelles. If you're ever down this way, especially if you're on two wheels, it's a must-do road this. You've got everything, you've got almost like alpine passes to wooded areas in valleys and great viewing points. So we've just pulled up halfway down by a monument observation post you can have a look at, and the views from the top are phenomenal. They all seem to have these father and son pointing things like statues on the top. Just took the dogs up there, but I'm going to come down after we've had our lunch. And for lunch we're having our old favourite traditional Spanish lunch. What is it, Jan?
Fish finger butties.
Fish finger butties. Well, as they say, when in Spain, do as Spaniards do, and have your traditional fish finger butties. So I'll see you in a short while. Well, as before said, we've stopped at another monument. We're just going to have a walk up to the top. We left the dogs in the car this time because some of these have quite a sharp drop off and a long way down. And our Rory's not the most intelligent of dogs, it's still a puppy. Yeah. So we're just going to walk up to the top of this now, and I'll show you from the top. Well, we got to the top of the viewing point. Not ideal after a load of fish finger butties, but we're at the top now, and as I spin the camera around, too close to the camera, as I spin the camera around, the views are worth it. One hell of a view that. And we'll keep spinning round. And there's the man and boy. These must be cast, these figures, because I've seen them in this region quite a lot, and a lot of different viewing points at the highest point. So, missed you then. Down there, as you can see, reservoir or dam, and the river it's going out through, keeping the water levels up, probably for agriculture. Town over, I think it's Bergerson, I'm not sure, but we'll be going through that in a short while on the way back to Ardelles. So yeah, that's what we've walked up to, and I'm rogering out. I'll see you later. Well, good morning internet, and it's quite a nice pleasant day again. A little bit cloudy, but it's quite nice. It's cooled it down a little bit. We stayed at a really nice campsite for the last couple of days. I think Jan said it was about 15-year-olds. It's the one where the Roman Redford stayed. Dutch couple has done it. It was an old house with tennis courts, so I'll just pan it round and you can see. And it's got beautiful views of the mountains. Really peaceful and totally recommended. The hosts were absolutely brilliant. They'll do like chips for you and bring you bread and other things up in the morning if you request it the night before, and they couldn't do enough for you. Come and sat down, had a chat with you, had a couple of beers. That's another thing, they got a fridge full of beer. That's a very reasonable price of €1.10. Far cheaper than any bar you'll get into. Well yeah, it was a great 2-night stop and totally recommend this. So we'll catch you on the road. We're down to the coast now and on to Portugal at some point. See you later.